All right, final time on the Sean Lewis Show, San Diego Sports 760. Aztecs and the Huskies, 12:30 Pacific on Saturday, with pregame coverage beginning at 10:30 a.m. All right, so NIU, we touched on it earlier, very run-heavy team. I think 60% of the plays that have been called this year have been through the run game. They've got some really talented tailbacks as well. What do you need to be aware of, I guess, starting with your defense against this run-heavy offense?
Yeah, we got to be gap sound. They've done a good job, especially in the Mississippi State game, of kind of growing their two-back offense, right, and using them in multiple ways. So guys, both of them being able to be blockers or ball carriers, and then the quarterback's doing a really good job with some of the option football that they're playing, right? So they create some extra gaps pre-snap with the personnel that they have, and then they stress you post-snap by where those gaps are going to be with their scheme and with some of the RPOs that they have. So we got to be gap sound and get multiple hats to the ball carriers.
And then just in terms of being on the road again for the first time since Wazoo, you know, are there any overarching themes that you want to pack with you in your bags, along with the game plan and everything else? You know, it's the second road trip of the season, results you weren't looking for the first time around.
Right.
Is there anything else you want these players to be aware of on the road?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is with this one in particular, there's the unique challenge of like creating your own energy, right? And it'll be our first game that's not a night game, so we're gonna have to get up sooner, right? Like, luckily we do all of our work in the mornings as is. You know, we're generally in the building, the players and everything, somewhere between 6:30, and we're starting meetings at 7:15. So we are accustomed to doing ball early in the day, right? But just a unique experience with game day, right? And where this team has not felt a afternoon kick, right? So their body clock will be 12:30. It'll be 2:30 local. So the game day is going to happen a heck of a lot quicker than it has with the 7 p.m. or later kicks that we've had. So, you know, it's, hey, getting up, getting yourself going, getting yourself mentally prepared. You know what that is like, right? To where, I mean, shoot, a noon kick is different than a 2:30 kick, which is different than a 5:30 kick, 7:30, right? Like, there's a process that each of these guys have to get mentally, physically, and emotionally prepared to play this beautiful game. So that's one piece of this plan that we got to get up, we got to get ready to go, we got to play for each other. And, you know, again, wherever they put the ball down, anyone, anytime, anywhere, let's go get it on.
What are you seeing from NIU's defense that's so prideful? I mean, there's a note in here how they hadn't allowed 30 points in a game until they did against Mississippi State in 19 games. So they keep their football team in the game. Again, they can control the clock with their run game historically as well. What are you seeing from their defense?
They play hard. They got good edges that impact the game. Their Mike Backer, who's a transfer from the SES level, man, is a good all-around football player. And you can tell he's got the C on his chest, and he drives the ship. He's very, very active, sideline to sideline. You know, when he hits things, he kills the engine, as we like to say, right? Like guys' legs die and ball is down, right? And so he does a really nice job. They're very opportunistic, right? Generate turnovers, you know, and then they got a lockdown corner, number 3. He does a really, really good job. He's usually their boundary corner, allows them to help change the mass so that they can flood coverage to the field, because he's done a really nice job taking away and isolating, you know, the quarterback's favorite target generally. So, yeah, prideful group, going to play really, really hard, and they're undefeated at home. They're coming back home. And, you know, I know they're going to be eager to play in front of their fans. And, again, we got to travel and we got to pack our A game to go handle this thing the right way.
Yeah, it's kind of fun when you have a corner like that. And you know what that's like here. Yeah. You know, you get to sort of play zone with the rest of the field and lock down one side, choose your poison. In terms of this game, I look, I don't want to say win or lose. Obviously, we want you to come home with a win. But what do you want to say about your football team on Monday when you guys return to Fowler Athletic Center? You turn on the film. What do you want to say about the film when you turn it on?
I want to say that we improved. We took a step forward, and that, again, the tape speaks to a group that is purposeful, that's intent in what they're doing. Like, the tape when we put it on against Cal, like, guys' cleats are in the ground. They're in a football position. They're communicating. You can see head bobbing, right? Like, in all 3 phases, both verbal and nonverbal. And guys, in every single rep of that game, in all 3 phases, there was an intent, there was an attitude, and there was an approach that this snap freaking mattered, and I was going to win this rep. And I want that to consistently be the identity of this club and who we are, that we are focused on this rep, and I'm going to give everything to this rep and to my team and this game on this play. And we're going to hold each other accountable to that. And we're going to do it really, really smart. And we're going to do it really, really tough. And we're going to do it from the first snap to the last snap. Like, I want to be standing in front of them and be able to say those things. And again, wherever the chips lie and how it sorts, right? And then it's going to be, again, all right, boys, we got a short week. Like, it doesn't matter. Let's go, right? Because it'll be Sunday. And that Sunday is going to be a Sunday/Monday. And our Monday next week will be a Tuesday. And so, again, save the date, save your calendars. Friday night, conference play, got to go, right?
That'll be San Diego State, Colorado State at Snapdragon. Coming up Saturday, though, Husky Stadium. We didn't even touch on this, but Sean Lewis, when you were head coach in the MAC, you didn't coach at Husky Stadium as a head coach because of unbalanced scheduling. So your first time as a head coach coaching at NIU, San Diego State and NIU, coming up on Saturday. All right, Sean, we appreciate it. We'll see you this weekend.
Can I ask one question before we get out of here?
Yeah, what do you got?
What do you have happening between the Lions and the Ducks on Saturday? Big game, big picture clip. What's your quick 30-second big game breakdown there?
My big game breakdown is you got to play good situational ball against a team like them. I mean, you can't give them any other opportunities that they would have otherwise. And gosh, you know that coach well. You turn on that film and you know what it looks like when you're going against a top 5 opponent.
Yeah.
Ooh, we are praying for a W in a big game, in a big way. And I know this guy feels that way too because he's another Stater.
No doubt about it. We'll be watching that after San Diego State
Flight home.
and NIU on Saturday afternoon. Sean, always appreciate it. Thanks for doing it.
Guys, thank you. Go Aztecs.
For Sean Lewis and Rich Orenberger, I'm John Schaefer. Join us at 10:30 in the morning. Aztecs and Huskies pregame coverage. 12:30 is the kick right here on San Diego Sports 760.